All right. Welcome in. Happy Friday night, everyone. We are live. Couple of boxes tonight. Potentially maybe some museum club or museum collection. Museum club sounds like something you don't want to be a part of. But museum club on the other, or museum collection on the other hand, that just has a nice ring to it.
I know. I wouldn't have done it on a day I have practice, but that's cool too.
What's up, Clay? Oh, look at you. Let's see if this works this time. It boots you out every time. Yeah, I got you. Let's go. Not much, man. What's going on with you? I'm gonna I'm gonna grab my headphones real quick so I don't like get feedback or anything. Well, hell yeah, man. I'm glad you're here. Otherwise, it'd just be me talking to myself for a little bit. You think that's it? Ah, so the phone is the key. Well, that's good, man. What have you been up to? Yeah, dude. I know it's crazy, man. I'm like, I wish there was a way I could probably share my screen. My sales have been like insane the last like probably 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, just everything is, and even the stuff that's not selling, I'm just getting like a ton of offers on different cards. So it's definitely the time. And in the past, I've messed up because I'm like, oh well, I gotta wait till like season starts, right? But no, it's like heating up now. Right. Right. It's too late. Oh yeah. Oh dude. I got like Bryce Rayner. I had a ton of. I've already sold. Like I think I have two left, but I've sold a bunch of him already. Just and it's so funny to me because comps are a real thing, but when it comes to prospects, like you can't expect. Like if you're like, oh well, this one just sold, it's like no. Like you're too late. Like that sold yesterday. These things move fast, man. Like see if it's like it's like a card that's well established, but these prospects, man, they move up and they move down like quickly. So you got to be on it. Oh my God, yeah. I really hope so. My only worry with him, because I'm in the same boat. I had a big Cags card. I mean, it's a first Bowman refractor auto, and it was damaged. It like came out of whatever I bought it, or pulled out of a pack. I can't remember, but I sent it back to Tops, and I was not expecting him to get called up so quickly. And it was product defect. It was with Tops when he got called up, so I couldn't list it. And then I got back, and of course he wasn't great. So I'm in the same boat, man, because like I'm into that card way more than what it's worth today. But you're right. I think he can really only go up. He's already. I'm telling you, because I'm just pricing the stuff for 2026 flagship was supposed to come out next week, and he's going to be in that release. People are still excited about him. My only worry is that he's going to, like his rookie cards are going to take away some of the shine from the first Bowman, and it might take a little bit for people to circle back to the first Bowman. Like once the rookie cards get oversaturated, then they'll want some scarcity, right? So they'll go back to first Bowman, but he's got to perform, man. He's got to come out the gate like looking like a real major league player. Otherwise, I'm concerned that I'll get stuck in that card forever. Nice. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. I I thought you were going to make me feel better here, but now you're only reinforcing the fact that I'm going to be stuck in this card. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. Now he's getting his stats. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah, good point. Right. Yeah. That's a good point. And even if I took a little loss on it, you can't win on every card, but yeah, I got to get back. I can't sell it now. You're right. I need something to sort of give that illusion, like he's going to be, but we're going to have Cag's rookie autos flooding the market next week. So it's unfortunate timing, but, um, but it's still, we still won't be chrome, so that's good. Like they'll be paper cards. So if they want chrome, they got to go for his first Bowman. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what it looks like out there. I'm excited. I'm excited for spring training. I'm excited to get back to the season here. I don't know, like I haven't really been chasing too many rookies. Um, I'll buy some James Wood cards here and there if I find like a great deal on him because I think I don't necessarily think his market's going to go up a ton because he's already kind of hyped. But if I can just get that one-off sort of like, this radiating rookie just sold for $30 less than the last comp, I'll try to pounce on that one. But yeah, I'm still predominantly buying first Bowman stuff. I picked up a nice Jefferson Rojas purple PSA 10 for like $75, which to me seemed like a good deal because I know he was going bonkers towards the end of last year. There you go. Yeah, I did a little green ski. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm a little nervous on him. I know. Totally. Yeah, the old 111 and 11 cents. That's my go-to. So like I'll do weird like if I only want to bet like 150 on something, it'll be like 150.51, so it's like perfectly like backwards, right? So like I'm just weird like that. I don't know if it's like OCD, but it's fun to create like 300, it'll be like 303 cents or something like that. So it's just all perfect. Oh, that's my, yeah, 111, 222, 333, 33. Yeah, I'm usually, I did, yeah. I set my I know. I set my because I think it defaults, your sniping thing defaults to like 3 seconds. I set mine to 4 seconds, so I get that. Okay, so, right. So I got you. My bid went in 1 second before yours. That's the only reason why I got it. That's funny. Good times. What you got? Kid sports going on right now? What are you? What's your weekends looking like? No, he's got a lot to live up to. Okay, all right, dude. It's crazy. We've already had our first. My son's in majors for little league, and we've already had our first practice. But we're like hot and heavy in basketball right now. So like having baseball practice is weird. Right, right. He's just waiting for that ball to pop out. Smart. That's funny. That's great. Yeah. Right. The season. That's funny. Yeah. Dude, soccer's crazy around here. When I was a kid, I don't know if you were the same, but like nobody played soccer. I mean, if they did, I didn't know about it, right? It was like baseball primarily, and I don't know, something happened. at some point, and that switched because we're getting less and less kids playing baseball. A lot of kids playing flag football now, and lacrosse is big in my area. Sure. Yeah. No thanks. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah, I played 1 year freshman. I was 5'4", 90 pounds, soaking wet, and I was a defensive back. And I went out there, and I'm trying to tackle kids that had hair on their chest. I'd never seen a kid like with hair on his chest. The only guy I'd seen was like my dad or my uncles, right, with their shirts off at the pool. And I'm like, now I'm trying to tackle grown men. I was like, nah, I don't I don't care for this. I'm too small. So, well, that's good, man. Yeah, sports is like we're hot and heavy here. My son plays for he's in 5th grade. He's playing for his school team, and then we've got rec league is just it's all kind of culminating right now into the playoff slash like championship, and baseball is getting started, and it's also going to be about to be fishing season here, and waterfowl season's wrapping up. So it's a lot going on in the weekends. Yeah. Nice. Right. Right. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Yeah. Damn, that's a lot for like a small town like that. Wow. Clay, I'm not sure what happened to you, but I stopped hearing you. What's going on, Bomb Jones? How are you, bud? He's back. You there? I can hear you now. Awesome, man. So you were saying that they got 500 kids now signed up for Little League? For sure. Sure. Oh, that's cool. Now is it Little League affiliated, or are you like with Pony or Babe Ruth or what? I don't know what the. Okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, I didn't play Little League when I was a kid. We played Pony, and then when we got a little older, I think it was like Babe Ruth and Stan Musial and like whatever league they named after a great baseball player. But yeah, it is like my son's obviously he's 10, so he's been doing little league since he was like 5. I have some feelings about it, good and bad. But the one good thing is that they it's mandatory for everybody to volunteer. So obviously, if you're a coach, that takes care of your volunteer requirement. But you have to have like a team parent. There has to be like a field prep person who's like in charge of like making sure the practice fields and the game fields are like ready to go. And then if you're not one of those people, then you have to like basically either volunteer at like the assessments or do the snack bar or whatever it is. So they really require you to sort of step up, which is nice because you're already coaching your time, wrangling all these kids. The last thing you need to do is be mowing the freaking lawn. And my experience too, go ahead. Yeah, and that's why we have that. But I mean, it's a lot of times these parents too, they volunteer for it and then they just don't show up on game day. So a lot of times us coaches are out there like chalking the batters boxes and stuff and or tamping the mounds. The mounds, like, I mean, you were a pitcher in college. Like, I'm very particular how I want the mound, and like, I could not like leave a baseball field without taking care of the mound first, right? But these, you'll pull off that little tarp, and the mound will just be like thrashed, like big grooves everywhere. Nobody's touched it, and you're just like, oh my god, here we go. But yeah, but it's a lot of fun. But in my experience too, I was gonna say that like coaching, you always get the parents that want to be like involved as little as possible. Their kids are always the worst, right? Like the worst behaved. So like their kids are such a-holes that they don't even want to be around them like while they're out playing. They just want to drop them off and get like an hour or two like by themselves. And so like that, you're volunteering and you're trying to teach these kids baseball, and you got one kid that's being an absolute turd, and it's usually like the parent that's not around, so you can't even be like, hey, come get your kid here. He's a menace, but they're nowhere to be found. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I've got a U trip tournament this weekend. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've been the manager and I've been the coach a few times, and like you really just you sort of like roll the dice whether you're gonna get a good assistant coach or not. But I'm like, hey man, look, you got hitting, I'll take fielding. So and so will take base running, and we're just gonna each run a rotation. We're gonna run a drill for 20 minutes, and then we're gonna switch three drills at 20 minutes. That'll be an hour, and then we'll get the hell out of here. But our first practice was nice because we showed up there, and it was like the first year where, I mean, majors it like whittles down, right? So like first you get everybody out there, and there's what's up, Jake? You get everybody out there, and then and the baseball's not great. It's more of like I'm a kindergarten teacher and I'm just trying to keep the kids safe and not hit each other with the bat and stuff. And then but now we're playing ball. It's pretty fun, man. We got shortstops. Our shortstop wears knickers and he's got a sweet backhand and a cannon across the diamond. And we got a first baseman with an actual first baseman who can catch. It's looking pretty good so far. It's only been practice number one. So exactly. Exactly. That's right. Oh, nice. That's great. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Dude, that's hilarious. That's great. I know. There's only two incidents I remember. One, we had a kid that the coach would put the ball on the tee, and he'd stand there like he's gonna hit the ball on the tee, but his first step would be like across the batter's box, and he'd try to like hit the coach with the bat. And you're just like, dude, what are you doing? And then the other kid, he would just sit out there and he would like go behind second base and he'd crouch down and he'd just start building like a mound. And by the time the inning was over, this thing was like 3 feet high. And we're just like, oh my God. Every inning you have to go out there with the rake and like knock it down. And it's like, oh my God. These kids are crazy. Well, I'll tell you what, we got 4 minutes. I'm ready to rip something. We got 3 teams left. I'll eat those 3 teams just so we can start looking at some cards, and then we can see if the jumbo will go, or we can wait. I know this isn't the best. This isn't the best product. We got a bunch of new exciting products coming out, but I mean, there still can be big cards in here, right? Like I think the rookie class ended up being decent. I think it ended up being a lot better than people probably originally thought. I think a couple of the guys like the Cam Smiths, I think they're gonna. He might be a guy I'm trying to pick up. I don't know if it's me. I just don't like. So as an Angels fan, and like Logan O'Hoppe is a perfect example of this. His first Bowman is of him on the Phillies. I don't care how much I like Logan O'Hoppe. I'm not owning that card, right? So like, it's tough for me to want to get into like a Cam Smith first Bowman on the Cubs because it's just who's gonna want to collect that? You have to really like the player in order to like. I won't even get the Christian Moore Tennessee college variation like from 24 draft. Like I just there's nothing. I don't want that card, right? Like I'm not a Tennessee fan. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. So you gotta what's going on, John? Welcome in, Laser Viking. Yeah, so it's weird. Laser Viking. John's he's a Royals fan. John, what's your thoughts on Clay and I are both ill-advised. We were ill-advised, and we're upside down in a couple of Cags cards. Do you think there's any chance he at least sniffs a little bit of the promise that he had before his prices tanked? Okay, that's good. Oh, the sparkle, nice. Oh, both times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. Oh, nice. There you go. I can hear it now. That's crazy. That's Central Texas, everybody. I can hear him now a little bit. I was gonna say it sounds like dogs barking in the background, but now you said coyotes. I can definitely make that sound. We live in oh Jake, you can only hear. Oh, it's Clay. That's weird. So the chat can only hear me. That is awkward. It's Rip City. I'm talking with Clay Thomas. He's on the mic. That's really weird that you can't hear. Oh, you know why? And this is an issue with Breaker Toolbox is that none. So like I could be playing music right now, but you wouldn't be able to hear it through because the OBS, the way that the streaming software that I'm using, it only broadcasts through the mic, so I can't use any of my channels. Like, because normally if we were on Whatnot or even on YouTube, like YouTube probably can hear us. I wonder if YouTube can hear us actually. Maybe not because I don't have but I could set it up to where YouTube would be able to hear both of us. But yeah, because I'm only using the virtual camera through Breaker Toolbox. So that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. So that's right. He can. He says that he can talk as much shit about you now because you can't hear him. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I don't think. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't think you can hear it on YouTube, but I know I could make it work on YouTube. I just have to go activate like another. This is kind of cool actually. I'll show you guys so you can see. I don't know if you guys are familiar with OBS, but so like on this is like the software that I'm using, and it has like so I can like it's basically like a mixer, right? Like so I can do video, I can do audio, the little like spots available, like the scroll, I can control that all from there. So it's kind of actually nice, but the software, whatever they use for Breaker Toolbox, it's not compatible with that. So no, I'm not a tech guy. I'm I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Like, I do a lot of like, stuff around the house, like electrical work and stuff, but that's not because I'm good at it or I know. I'm just really good at following directions on like YouTube. And so I've got my YouTube University contractor's license, and so OBS, when I was setting that up, I was definitely watching a lot of videos trying to figure it out. But I know there's guys that like they can run, those video guys, they can do like crazy things with OBS. So well, we got two teams. I mean, I'll eat these two teams. I don't care. So we'll roll with them. Let's see who I get. Weird that it's been hard to sell the Red Sox, and that's been kind of crazy to me. The Dodgers isn't so crazy because you have to hit like a pretty rare card to get like a Shohei, but it's been hard to sell the Red Sox, which is kind of crazy because I know people are down on Christian Campbell, but yeah, I don't. I think Marcelo Meyer. Still think he's got a promising future, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I'm gonna put that in the chat. I'm gonna copy the scroll list. So the only difference is Aaron Killer Cards. He's got the Astros. He Venmo'd me directly for those because it was weird. He wasn't able to get them. So I don't know what was going on there, but so I'm gonna make that change, and then I'm gonna put up the scrolling results so you can see them as we break. So I got my color source, I got my scroll. There we go. Everyone can see that. All right, let's go. Got my little Steph Curry. They're actually my son's Poppets or whatever they're called. Funko Pops. I stole them because I figured you guys didn't want to see like exposed wires and all the things that I got running behind the TV. All right, good luck, everybody. We've got 20 packs, and they're those 4-card packs, so kind of annoying. Looking for one auto. Hopefully we get some nasty like short print or something. That'd be cool. These are loose boxes, so not part of any case or anything like that. So there he is. What's up, Spoon? Welcome in. All right, Harrison Bader now on the Giants, I believe. Hayden Sanger for the Mets. Harrison Bader. We got Mason Flaharty. And Mariners, that's going to be Andres Munoz. I believe that is just a refractor. Not the All-Star game. It's been a while since I've ripped any of this or watched it rip, but I know the All-Star game ones are now refractory. They didn't used to be, and they actually have All-Star variations now, which is a little strange. All right, let's see what we got. We got another one here in an insert. So Ronnie Simon, Nestor Cortez. Is he still on the we got Dalton Rushing on the Night Terrors. Is he still on the Padres? I haven't heard any Nestor Cortez news. This one's going to be a Diamondback. How about Corbin Carroll on the All-Star game? I believe this one is just the standard. I don't think it's a variation. Not that I would recognize the code off the back, but we'll keep that one there just so we can compare codes to it later. Let me take down this text thing. There we go. Now you guys can see it. What's up, Colby? Colby, is it warmed up for you at all in East Florida? You guys still in that cold snap? Yusei Kikuchi. There we got nice Kurtz there. Chris Bubich and another Angel. Whoa, my goodness. Look at that. And actually, I was going to say, Colby, I got your Caden Dana today. It came in the mail. I was going to thank you for it, and I was going to show it on camera for everybody. That one's got some nice scratches there. But there we go. Colby got an awesome steal on a Caden Dana Blu-ray wave that he was kind enough to send to me. So so I didn't exactly need that one. I was hoping for one for you guys. But Caden Dana, I like him. We'll see what the Angels do with him. All right, we got a blue wave there. Spencer Schwellenbach, that one's going to Colby. Luke Keyshaw, we got a Fortune 15 of Cam Smith. And pitcher, it looks like, for the Mets. How about Clay Holmes? 24 of 150 on the blue wave. Nice little secondary color match there. I like that. Blues look good with just about everybody, but 27 degrees. Holy smokes, man. It's been warming up here. It's been in the 40s, but we had a 73-degree day yesterday. It was crazy. Ramon Laureano, Yohan Moncada, Mick Abel, and how about Chase Dollander for the Rockies? This guy had insane home away splits last year, as you probably can imagine from pitching at Coors Field. You're not gonna do great there. 18 heat wave. All right, we got a 1990 insert. Danny Jansen, Max Kepler. That one's gonna be Adley going to Dane Key. And Pirates, Thomas Harrington. Don't know anything about him, but a rookie refractor. We'll take it. Yeah, the product just didn't hit. This product just didn't hit like it did last year. Last year was insane. I just think the novelty maybe of that debut patch. We got Doug Nikhazy, Tim Tawa, a little PCA, and this one could be, this is that All-Star. Shane Smith. I was not aware of who you were until you appeared on an All-Star card. So good for you, good sir. Yeah, I hear you. I haven't been in 130 degrees either, but that doesn't sound too appealing. All right, we got a Prism refractor here. Going to the Padres, Mason Miller with the rookie cup. I know there's some speculation that he was going to get moved in the offseason, and it didn't happen, which would have been crazy for them to give up DeVries and then just turn around and get rid of the guy they traded DeVries for. Oh, that attic heat? Yeah, forget that, man. Forget that. I tend to avoid going up in the attic. All right, we got another Prism. That one's Chase Lee, Matt Swanson, Corbin Carroll on the power players, and another Halo, Yusei Kikuchi. I don't remember there being two. Gotta double check these ones and make sure they're not numbered, but that one doesn't appear to be. I don't remember getting two Prisms in a box before. All right, we've got Ryan O'Hearn on the Padres. That looks weird. Tyler Rogers, Ryan Johnson for the Halos, and Rangers Alejandro Ozuna had his first Bowman not too long ago. Now he's got a rookie card. Do you guys use a lot of insulation? All right, we got two refractory things here, but I think one's a 1990 insert. That's Cade Horton, runner-up, rookie of the year. Josh Naylor, Cam Smith on the rookie 1990 insert, and Jorbit Vivas. So we're getting rookies, but we're not necessarily getting the rookies we want to see. Spray foam. Is that better or worse than that fluffy R17 or whatever it is? Locklear, we got Drake Baldwin, Nick Enright, and Pete Alonso for the Mets. Just checking the codes here. Yeah, those look like the standard variations. I don't know them well enough to spot an image variation. What's crazy is that in Chrome Basketball they did image variations, but they're not refractors, so you could like very easily just like look over one. There's Keyshaw, Ben Rice. We got Austin Riley on the power players, and 3 Prisms in one box. That's crazy. Cole Henry for the Nationals, not the guy you were hoping to get for the Nationals. And the walls too, huh? I know we had an addition. Oh my god, 4 Prisms? Like that's crazy. Willie McIver. I'd almost call this a hot box if it weren't for those being such bad cards, players on those cards. We got Braves. That's Spencer Schwellenbach, so we finally got a good one. Yeah, we had an addition that was already built, and so it didn't make sense to like tear down the ceiling to put insulation in, so they just drilled those like holes, and then they came in and sprayed the insulation in. That's the only time I've ever really seen them do that. All right, Luis Angel, Braxton Ashcroft, Ballesteros, and we got a Royal. How about John Rave? I think it's pronounced Rave. Otherwise it's Rave, which is pretty cool, I guess. So a lot of fractors and a lot of prisms. We need some more color. Hopefully a bonus auto. Yeah, I bet it doesn't itch. Like, that stuff does itch. It gets everywhere, too. Michael McGreevy, Moises Ballesteros, and Red Sox. How about Marcelo Meyer on the true rookie refractor? You think he's going to slide over and play third this year, or you think they're going to put Story at third? I thought I remember them saying that Marcelo Meyer was the better shortstop at this point between him and Trevor Story, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, we got Junior Caminero, Christian Campbell, Shohei Ohtani on the Night Terrors, and Giants. How about Logan Webb? Gonna be the guy at third. That's good. I mean, he flashed a little bit with the bat last year, so I'm thinking he's gonna be He's going to be a plus player for Boston. He'd be the guy I'm choosing between him and Christian Campbell. Dollander and Jose Ramirez on the Fortune 15. I mean, they are giving us a ton of packs here. All right, we finally got some other color. It looks like an aqua. Should be to 199. I'm going to hold on to that one just in case that's our last color. It's going to need to be a banger. Yep, just a regular refractor here. Tim Elko, Clay Holmes, Chase Mydroth, and how about Christian Campbell on the debut? Of course, he was in Topps Chrome, so you're only getting his debuts here. All right, we got a aqua. Should be to 199. Matthew Boyd, John Rave, Adele Amador, and it does kind of look a little, say it looks a little green, but I think that's just the light. We got Guardians, Carlos Santana, and it's actually it's a teal to 299. That's why it's looking a little green. So yeah, that was not the best box at all. Not going to. You would really not be happy if that was your personal box at all. So we'll go through them anyways. Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer, John Rave, Jorbit Vivas, Alejandro Ozuna, Thomas Harrington, Chase Dollander, and Munoz. We had Spencer Schwellenbach on the Prism, Cole Henry, Yusei Kikuchi, Mason Miller. 2 numbered cards, Carlos Santana and Clay Holmes on the teal and the blue wave. And then our refractor auto out of 499, Caden Dana, who may be out of the bullpen this year, maybe in AAA, maybe starting, who knows, with the Angels. So that's that kind of box isn't exactly gonna sell the next jumbo, but we'll hang out a little bit. And also I listed it. I did get my Montgomery Club museum collection box in. I've listed it up there in case anybody wants to rip it as a personal. It looks like they're going on the secondary market for like $525. I'm not going to sell it for $525 because I think it's a big risk, but if anybody wants it for $499, that's what I have it listed for. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Not good. Topps is at it again, and it is not very good. I can't even do his voice. And I'm not going to be happy. Oh, yeah, here you go, Colby. This is the one that Colby sent me. Nice little gift, a little whatnot steal for Colby. Thought of me and grabbed it. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, 2 auto mega case. So he did another one, huh? Or did he did Topps Chrome update? Oh, museum. So he got his early. Yeah, I'm a little curious, man. Like, I'm a little curious, but also I can't. If I wasn't going to rip it myself. Oh, he did a case of them? Or he just did one box? Well, how many was in a case? Like 12? Sometimes with those high-end products, they only do like 8 or 6. 8? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because let's say they go for $500 a box. You're looking at $4,000 for the case. Like, that's a lot of money to get 7 cards, right? I mean, 7 times 8, you're getting 56, but one box is $500. You're getting 7 cards. Those are the types of products I tend to try to stay away from. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make every. Yeah, it's because wasn't Museum like last year was the first year they came out with it? No, that's not true because I've seen Museum all the way back from like 2019 at least. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much familiarity with it. Although I'm sure it's like it seems to me like it's a little similar to Tier One where you can hit some nice cards, but that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make all teams, the last 10 teams in the jumbo. If anybody wants in, no pressure here. I'm just gonna make them 20% off for the next hour, and if we sell it out, cool. If not, also cool. I'm gonna put it to 7:59. If we don't fill by in the next like 40 minutes, then maybe we'll save it for another day. But all right, 20% off all the remaining 10 teams in the jumbo. At least we're gonna get 3 autos here, so I feel a little bit better about that. Those single hobby boxes can be tough. That's why I tend to like to do case breaks because you're not limited by one bad box, whereas you can sort of mitigate it a little bit. But I wasn't going to go buy another case of Chrome Update. Although Randall's trying to sell me he's got 8 leftover boxes of Chrome Update. Just crazy that there's not that same desire. And obviously the last year the rookie class was better, but I can't imagine, like, it's not like the rookie class here is bad by any means. Oh, that's awesome. On the Rangers? That's a great PC card. And now here you are. I can't remember. I don't think it was. What's the other one that's pretty similar? 5 star. I I'm not sure what, like, it just seems like this format, and forgive me of my ignorance, but it seems like the one pack 7 card relic auto focus products. It seems like Topps has quite a few of them. They've got 5 star, they've got museum, they've got tier 1, what triple threads. Like, there's a bunch of those products that seem, I can't really decide the difference, like which one's better than the other ones, right? It's not like it's definitive or one of the higher end sets. I mean, they all look nice, they're all great. I mean, but tier 1 was kind of tough. So I'm not sure what makes museum collection, like the booklets. Is that, and are there like more booklets? Is that the chase? I know the bat knobs is the thing in tier 1. It's just really crazy, man. Like, it's hard enough spending $400 on a box with 1 auto and 80 cards, and you're gonna spend $40 on, or $400 on a box. You get 1 auto, 1 auto relic, and then 1 relic or quad relic, and then 4 base cards. Kind of crazy. And this sold out instantly. Like I didn't try to get any more. This is my Montgomery Club. I always just buy the Montgomery Club because why not? If I can't sell it, I'll just hold it. I might degen rip it if the price never goes up, but like, you know, I wasn't gonna buy more of this product, but from what I saw on X is that people were frustrated that it sold out so quickly today. I'm like, well, everything sells out so quickly on top, so I mean, buying wax and selling wax, I guess, is the way to go. Yeah, and I wouldn't even consider this high end, right? It's like that mid high end kind of like, you know, because obviously you have Dynasty. Um, is Definitive considered high end? I know it doesn't do as well as Dynasty, but 5 stars for 1,500 on the secondary market. Holy smokes, that's insane. What's so good about 5 star? Like, what's the thing with 5 star? I'll be honest. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, but just that market, because I mean, I was looking at the resale prices for Museum Club, and like, it's not great. Like, I think all other years of Museum Club, it's gone down. So I think that's kind of the way the products have been going lately, is that it's not as safe of a bet, um, you know, for that resale market that it used to be. But because even like Topps Chrome update is down from where it came out at release, so kind of tough to say. Bowman typically goes up, which is great. Well, every Bowman but Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome does not necessarily go up. But from the looks, the sounds of this recent international class, next year's Bowman Chrome might be lit. Yeah, and I like relics. I mean, I genuinely enjoy having a nice, like a game used, you know, like the ones I've been going for. They had last year, I think it was last year, or maybe it was series one of this year, but they had the Rickwood Field relics. Like, those are cool, man. Like, from an actual, like, one specific game. And those cards go for dirt cheap. And then, you know, they got the City Connect ones. They've got the All-Star Game swatches. There's a lot of like cool cards that don't hold a lot of value. No, I think out of two, there was two cards we got out of the tier one relics. One was Zach Geloff. The other one was Dansby Swanson. So not exactly great like cards, great players to have on cards, but they're their little like relic, their uniform, it actually had like dirt on it from a game, like sliding or whatever. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool when you can get a. If you're not going to get a patch, then getting a nice little dirty uniform is kind of cool. But you can find those cards for pretty cheap. All right, sounds good, Clay. I'll probably go for another 30 minutes and then we'll rip this jumbo. I'm not gonna stay on too long. It's Friday night. I'm gonna hang out with the wife and kids in a little bit, but we'll give it another 30 or so hanging out, and then we'll rip that jumbo. And then I'm excited for new product to come in. I'm excited for we got our first look at 2026 rookies next Wednesday with Series 1. I was able to get 2 boxes of Pristine. I was able to beat the bots and get 2 boxes of Pristine, which would be nice. Offering that, pretty affordably. And then it's Stadium Club. So we're gonna find out what the Stadium Club. I'm a known Stadium Club hater, so I had to get 10 boxes of it so we can rip a bunch, and then I can finally make an informed opinion on it rather than being swayed by my 12-year-old self the last time I collected Stadium Club cards. Appreciate it, Clay. Sounds good, man. Yeah, excited to see that 96 metal. It's a great set. One of my favorites. Enjoy your guys' night. Just me and Colby now. Me and Colby left. You know what, Colby? Fuck it. Let's rip this. You want to rip this? Let's do it while we're waiting. I'm going to go take it off my products list. Why not, right? We only live once. Let's see what's inside. We got to find out what's inside. We have to. It'll just be you and me. Like it always is. Let's see what we got here. Should have made a video of this for my influencer channel. Maybe I'll just cut this and post it. All right. Well, we got one pack. Hold on, I need my teaser. Hold on. I don't like that because there's marker on it. All right, here we go. We're seeing what's inside. All right. Well, first card I can see there. I think that's Mike Piazza. I am correct. We've got a Mike Piazza base card. Let's take a look at this. Oh, we got 2 cards there stuck together. So let's see what's behind Mike Piazza. White Sox, that's never good. Frank Thomas, okay. That's about as good as you can do for the White Sox. Let's take a look at these cards. Yeah, I mean, it's very tier 1-y. Soft corners, thicker cards. Can't really say by... Oh my God, look at that one. See, these are cards, like, even though they're not worth anything, I mean, I'm definitely sending this back. Like, you spend $450 on a freaking box of cards, like, and there's only 7 of them. better be absolutely pristine. All right, we got one more base pack or base card here. It's Corbin Carroll. No, because I'm streaming. All right. I don't know where to go because I don't know what the. Maybe we go to the back here. All right, we got two cards here. So we got a numbered Cam Smith. It does look like it got wet and mushed. So numbered Cam Smith, I like that. I mean, it's not going to be a grader, but we got a blue Cam Smith to 150 and Honus Wagner, a little color match. I don't know if that's yellow or gold, but to 249. All right, and I think we should get 3 cards, 2 autos, or 1 auto, 1 relic, 1 relic. So let me pull the relic. So here's the relic. Here we go. Primary pieces, Jung-Hoo Lee, quad relic for the Giants. That's not bad for me being close to Giant territory. I'll be able to move that card. And I just got my thick card sleeves in, so that's perfect timing. There we go, a little Jung-Hoo Lee. All right, and I can already see the one name on here. We got Jeff Bagwell. So we got Astros. This looks like a Jeff Bagwell auto. Oh, it's a double. It's a dual auto. So we got Jeff Bagwell and Craig Biggio dual auto to 25. I have no idea how that will do, but I'm assuming that's not a $500 card. And our last one here, little relic. My guy, Corbin Carroll. And in case you were wondering if they were going to have the audacity to put sticker autos in a $500 a box product, they did. So we got a Corbin Carroll sticker auto to 99. I don't know. I'm going to give that box probably like a C+. I mean, it definitely could have been worse. I know. Why the sticker? So there we go. We had Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, dual auto. Craig Biggio's auto looks not great. Corbin Carroll on the sticker. Quad auto, quad relic autograph signature swatches. I got 2 quad relics. I don't know if that's any good. Jung-Hoo Lee on the other primary pieces. We had Honus out of 249, Cam Smith out of 150, and then our 3 base cards, Corbin Carroll, Mike Piazza, and Frank Thomas. Those will get listed on eBay immediately. Oh, I love it. John grabbed a couple teams to keep him awake at work, so... Yeah, they got to get them listed immediately while the hype is up. All right, so we got 7 teams left. We'll give it another, I don't know, a couple more minutes. Oh, did you run it at an auction? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I was thinking about doing it just to move cards. Like I normally am so anti auction, but like if you're gonna move them on an auction, now's the time while baseball's like really getting hot. and just to get it out, just to like clear it, right? Like you might wait and get a few more bucks on it, but honestly, the opportunity cost of just being able to clear inventory is something that I've considered. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I've got a gold Doyle paper to 50 up on eBay right now for like I think it's like $50 maybe. I've been getting a few offers on it, but all right, Sarah, welcome in. Or is that Craig? Craig, are you CX cards? I can't remember. Can't remember. It's hard enough remembering everybody's Discord handle. I think that's Craig. I wish it would tell me which spot. Then I would know. Colby, what do you got going on tonight? You got the little man down? Oh, nice. So pretty soon. And you said she's a pharmacist too, right? I don't want to blast your. So feel free to not answer, but I think it's just you and me in the chat, anyways. Yep, it's just you and me. You know, one of the things I didn't realize that was gonna be like I wouldn't call it a benefit, but something I didn't realize would happen by me sort of getting into cards like the way that I did is that I become like very familiar with everybody at the post office. So like they see me and they'll like greet me and they know I'm in the card business, so they'll like ask me questions about it and like I don't even have to ask for my mail. They just see me coming and then they're like, "Oh, I'll grab that for you." They know my PO box. It's crazy. Oh, nice. Yeah, Walgreens is our that's our pharmacy too. That's great. Welcome back in, John. We'll try to keep you awake here. Let me take a look. Let's see where we're at. All right, we got Orioles, Red Sox, Dodgers still available, Yankees, Phillies, and Pirates. I think once again I made the Pirates too expensive. Oh, no kidding. That's awesome. Is he single? Is that why he's got a cool house? I think about how cool my house would be if it wasn't filled with kid stuff. It was just me and my wife. All right, I took the Pirates because honestly, I think I made a mistake and they were priced way too high. Paul Skeens gold logo man was already hit, so I think that's the only thing you would want the pirate spot for. Oh, nice. Okay. Tallahassee. What is there in Tallahassee? Craig, I don't know if you're still on YouTube, but I just saw your comment. I like chuckled. She has a very similar YouTube handle. All right, let's just because Jaime's live and I'm sure there's a bunch of people watching his. So let's just rip this box and then we'll call it a night. All right, let me get this one up. All right, here we go. Let's get to it. The jumbo. This one, hopefully this one will redeem us. We need it to redeem us. I was a little shocked with all the prisms that we got in the last box. All right, so we got Dalton Rushing, Tyler Tolbert, Cam Minero, Matt Gorski, Matthew Boyd, Kepler, Tawa, PCA, Gunnar Hoglund. We got Marlins. How about Kyle Stowers on the prism and Rangers Ozuna for the second time tonight. We're not going to put either of those on the stage. All right, we got a gold. That looks like a gold lava lamp. So that's probably going to be an auto. You peek at it real quick. Yeah, that's an auto. So decisions. Do we? Yeah, because we got two more. So Tim Oko, we deserve a little fun. Matt Swanson, Ryan Johnson. So we're gonna throw that one in the back. We got Edgar Caro, Jacob Wilson on the All-Star, Christian Campbell, and Wilyer Abreu. All right, good luck, everybody. It's Cardinals. Who's got the Cardinals? Cardinals is Giants fan. So is this going to be Sajesi? It is Thomas Sajesi out of 85. I'm guessing that's gold orange. So that's, I mean, that's not bad. That spot wasn't that expensive, so I think that's a good hit. It is a pretty card. I used to have a gold Sagesi first Bowman. I sold it. I sold it on call up. The Caro. I don't think this one is going to be it. No, that's not an image variation, but we'll sleeve it anyways. Dude, Caro's first Bowman cards are like dirt cheap. I always get him on my eBay feed just because he's on the Angels on his first Bowman. I think he's a better player than like a $10 base first Bowman auto, but I don't know. I'm not going to invest in him, but I feel like he might be worth a little bit more than that. All right, we got a negative refractor, Chase Lee, O'Hearn, Tyler Rogers, Bader, Flaharty. We got another base Kurtz. Cam Smith on the power players. Dollander. It's almost like we're looking at the same box here so far. And that one's going to be Reds. Rhett Lauder on the negative on the debut. It's not a bad card. This box is already infinitely better than our last box. Jake, you already hit a Sagesi gold. I'm guessing gold orange lava lamp. I don't know what the secondary color is, but it's out of 85. So pretty looking card. I mean, I guess if you're for the Cardinals, that's probably what you were looking for. Schwellenbach, Keyshaw, Abel. We got Naylor, Julio on the Night Terrors, and Connor Thomas for the Brew Crew. All right, we got another Prism here. Cade Horton, Locklear, Keyshaw, McIver, Baldwin, Enright. Got Ben Rice, Tigers, Gage Workman. It wouldn't be a break without Gage Workman. How about Paul Skeens on the All-Star card and John Rave. Once again, looking at the same cards. The Workman is new. Ooh, is this a redemption? We got a redemption. Let's go. I mean, that could be huge. All right, we got Acuna, Hassel, James Wood, Baldwin, Cam Smith, Ashcroft, Ballesteros. I wonder if that could be a debut patch. Holy smokes. My mind is like racing right now. All right, we got Walker Buehler, McCutcheon, and Gino Suarez. Gino Suarez, that looks like a base card. I thought it might be an image variation. This is exciting. This just got spicy. This just got real spicy. All right, we got a green wave here. Aranda, Shane Smith, Abreu, Tidwell, Grisham, Dreyer, Mason Miller, Bednar. Okay, we got a rookie green wave. Drake Baldwin on the Fortune 15. Michael McGreevy. This one is going to be... Is that Brewers? I can't tell. Oh, it's Red Sox, and it's Marcelo Meyer on his debut. That's a nice card. That's a real nice card, which I just don't understand why the Red Sox aren't selling. Oops. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, they're arguably like behind the... I mean, I know the Braves have some good rookies, but I'd probably put the Red Sox ahead of the Braves, like behind the A's. That's the only team for rookies that I would put them behind. All right. That could be a special card because usually the refractor's in the back. So that one might be like an image variation or something. Gino Suarez, Gusto, Fetty, Chang, Cal Raleigh, Chandler Simpson. We get Justin Steele, Mookie Bet on the Night Terrors, Craig Yoho, and Guardians. Oh, it's an all-star card. That's why. Stephen Kwan. It's not a refractor. It's an insert. Not an auto there. Chad Patrick, Merrill Kelly, Chase Petty, Duvall, Caro, Durbin, Santana, Zebby Matthews. We have Nick Pavetta. Guardians, that's going to be Will Wilson on the Prism Refractor. And Ballesteros, we finally got a decent rookie refractor. That one looks pretty clean too and centered. I'm not sure if you would want to grade that, but that one might be a candidate to the naked eye. All right, we got 2 packs left. We should get another auto, and then we got, oh, actually, so 3 packs left. Sorry. Then we'll be able to hit that redemption. All right, we got a purple here. This one, it's an auto. All right, Bueller, Rushing, Peterson, Caro, Morgan, Rocker, Abel. We got Camilo Duvall, Jackson Merrill, and Jonathan Aranda. So we're going to sweat that one too. Oh, I forgot about Augustin Ramirez. All right, we got another teal here. Ramirez, Denzel Clark, Durbin, McGreevy, Ballesteros, Campbell, Asuna, Yankees. That's going to be Duvall. Like we've hit that card 5 times in this break. Will Smith on the All-Star, Bryce Harper on the Night Terrors, and Christian Campbell on the Refractor. Oop. We don't need a penny sleeve inserts right now. All right, last pack, and then we get to the good stuff. All right, looks like just a Buns pack here. Wilson, Dollander, Clay Holmes, my draw. We got a Bobby Witt on the Fortune 15 and Shane Smith on the rookie refractor. All right, so it's going to come down to these last 2 autos. One is a redemption. All right, good luck, everybody. We got a purple to 250. I'm showing Tigers. It's going to be Gage Workman. Nope, Kiter Montero. I don't know if that's any better or worse. He is a rookie. He was born in the year 2000, so he'll be a 26-year-old. Nice signature, though. That is a nice signature. I like with the number there, too. 180 out of 250, so Tigers get an auto. All right, so it all comes down to this. Good luck, everybody. Online redemption. Is this the back? This is the back. Okay, so I got to flip this around. This could be history in the making here, folks. Dual autograph. Hai-Song Kim and Chan Ho Park going to the Dodgers. Let's freaking go. That one's got to be a nice little. I wonder if that's going to be, it doesn't look like it's numbered. So I wonder if it's just a base. But that's crazy. Anyways, going to the Dodger spot. Luckily they're both Dodgers, so we don't have to split it up. Oh, did I get the Dodgers? I didn't even pay attention. Oh, man. That always happens. I'd rather you guys get those cards. Ballesteros, we got Camilo Duvall on the teal to 299. Marcelo Meyer, that's a nice little card out of 99. We got Rhett Lauder on the negative. Kiter Montero going to the Tigers. Sajesi out of 85 on the gold orange lava lamp, I think we're calling that. And then a little duel. Chanho Park and Haesung Kim, a little Korean connection there. Awesome, guys. Well, hey, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. I'm out of product until next week, so we'll see you guys on Wednesday, and yeah, hopefully we'll hit some 2026 bangers. Excited for it. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Colby, stay safe, man. Enjoy time with the fam.